got to be willing to fight for it.
True.
Nothing comes easy.
Nothing.
And so whatever it is, you got to be willing to fight for it, man, because it's just not going to happen my mama said it won't happen by happenstance.
That's what, hey.
You just got to be, it's some things you got to be willing to fight for.
Habakkuk said,
how bad do you want
it? For me, y'all can chase the tail. Pick so precise, it's like we're reading it in braille. Stacking all this money, there's no way that we can fail. The stats never lie.
Save money. We are back, baby. Episode 56. Episode 56, Save Money. We back. I want to take the time out and welcome everybody to the Save Money Podcast, your go-to source for all the latest and greatest in sports and urban culture. We're just here to break down the trending topics, give you the inside scoop, and provide our expert insights on everything from game day strategies to the culture. Whether you are a seasoned bettor, a sports fan, fanatic, or just someone who loves to stay on top of the urban scene, we got something for you, baby. Tune in, stay informed, stay locked in, and let's make some safe money. I'm not alone, as you can tell. I'm here with a partner of mine, a friend of mine. You know, I'm gonna let him introduce himself. Go ahead and introduce yourself and go ahead and let everybody know. Talking to the mic, let everybody know.
What up, Safe Money crew?
Yes, sir.
You got your boy JLove in the studio.
That's what I'm talking about.
Glad to be here tonight.
Yes. Man, go ahead and let the people know. Tell them talk your talk, man. Let them know a little something about you, man. Come on now.
Oh man,
come
on
now.
Glad to be here tonight, man. I'm just honored to be here tonight, man. Little boy, country boy from little city called Clinton, South Carolina. I know y'all got a Clinton, North Carolina, but I'm from the big Clinton. We from the big Clinton down here. Yeah. So I'm just glad to be here, man.
Man, let him. He's a part. What group? Greek group you a part of, man?
The Omega Sci-Fi Fraternity Incorporated. Root to the brother.
So I got my dog with me tonight.
Root to the
I got my dog with me tonight. Safe Money Podcast we are a sport podcast. You know what I'm saying? We talk pretty much about any and everything from hip hop, culture, the urban culture, relationships, and of course sports. Before we get into our topic for the day, we're going to inform the people, because you do have a background on that field, that gridiron. You do have a resume.
Yes, sir.
I believe your NFL team just so happens to be the San Francisco 49ers. Am I correct?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So football season kicks off Thursday.
Night.
Yeah.
Yes,
what is give me some predictions on what you think is going to possibly happen. You have Kansas City and Baltimore Ravens playing this Thursday, and then Friday you have the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. What is your predictions on that, man?
Man, I'm taking I'm riding with your boy. I ain't gonna ride with Mahomes this time.
Lamar?
I'm gonna ride with Lamar Jackson. I'm gonna ride with Lamar. I think it's his time. What you think?
I mean, I like Lamar, but somehow
time to get that monkey off his back,
man.
Time to get that monkey off his back.
That boy, number 15, man, my homie, man.
Trying to get that monkey off his
back.
Man.
I'm telling you, somehow that boy just squeaks in there, man.
It's time to get that monkey off Lamar back.
Come on, man. Yeah, you're right.
Off his back.
You're right. You're right. Well, they finally made the playoffs, didn't they? I think at one point he couldn't even get to the playoffs.
Yeah. I think he's trying to get that monkey.
Yeah. So he got. I feel like he got the monkey off his back. He just need to bust that first nut.
Yeah.
He
Definitely.
need to get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what he needs.
I think it's his time, though, man.
Yeah.
I think it's his time.
Yeah. He need to get to the Super Bowl.
I think the time is now.
Cause he not 30
But he's
yet.
still gonna have to get past my 49.
Yeah, well.
You know.
Well, I think he put them out one Monday night. He put them to bed early one Monday night.
Well, he gonna have to do it again. He gonna have to do it again. Safe money.
Who's your squad and what's your team in college?
You know, I'm gonna ride with Duke Blue Devils.
Okay, football.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And basketball.
Yeah. Well, we together on that basketball thing.
Yes, sir.
Football. I'm still a U. I came up watching Mike Irvin, Clinton Portis, Ray Lewis.
Yeah.
That was Wild Ray. That was Wild Ray.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
College Ray.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's my frat brother.
Yeah.
By the way. Yes,
Ed Reed.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Sean Taylor.
Yeah.
I was. I'm a U guy. I'm still.
That's when football was football, though, bro.
That was.
Yeah.
That was. Yeah. Everybody had a Jerry curl.
Oh yeah.
Everybody had a Jerry curl with the earring cross that was dangling.
Yeah.
You had to have that. You had to have it. You had to have it.
Yeah, man.
You had to have it. I didn't have mine periods, but I had got mine from. I bought a magnet and had it. I wasn't ready for the real thing yet.
I couldn't imagine, Jay.
Yeah. I wasn't ready for the real thing yet.
Yeah.
So. But basketball, NBA. You got a squad in NBA that you?
NBA. I usually go for. This tough one, because we've been down for a minute now. Pop and his company.
Oh yeah,
Pop
Spurs.
Yes, sir.
That's not. Hey.
Yeah, Pop and company.
Oh, okay.
I respect Pop a lot, man. I respect his knowledge of the game, man, and his, I just, if he goes somewhere else, I guess I'll cheer for whoever he went for.
He's not going nowhere.
But he not. But I respect him so much in his knowledge of the game, man. He's just unbelievable coach.
Yeah.
And there's so many others that I respect in the game, but Pop knowledge of the game is just unspeakable.
And I think they're gonna do fairly well this up and coming season with the addition of Chris Paul being added to the roster with Wemby.
Yeah.
He's able to, because that's where Paul is. Paul wants to be somewhere where he is.
Yeah.
He's of some value that he's teaching.
Right.
If he's not teaching and doing those things, he's not productive.
Yeah, and he can definitely teach some of those young guys, man.
Yeah. And I feel like him being in Golden State, I understood they did it. It was an opportunity or a chance that they could push, but they didn't have all the pieces that they needed. And then Paul wasn't able to be Paul. Yeah. Because what can you tell a group of guys who have, 4 rings apiece?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to listen to them, nigga, because they know what they doing.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
so.
Right. Yeah.
So, little save money. I'm going to drop the 2 picks at the end of this episode. So, you all stay tuned in, or you can just go down here to the bottom and you can get straight to it. But we're gonna talk today a little bit. Those that don't know how we do what we do here, you can follow us down here on our social media platforms: Instagram, safe_money365, Facebook, Safe Money 365, TikTok, Safe $365. We handing out 2 free picks for the day, and for the parlays, all you have to do is DM us $20. We send you a parlay. We'll send you a couple parlays. If they don't go through, then we'll reimburse you your $20. It's just that simple. We getting money over here. You feel me? The type of money.
Get that money.
Yeah, that's it. The type of money you can put up. That's what we all about. Save money, the type of money you can put up. You feel me? So, yeah. So, Save Money, this past Friday we had Jay Chapman as our co-host. He came and hung out with your boy Tupac Shakur, and we talked about relationships. He recently got married, and Save Money was able to go to the wedding and, broadcast some pics. I mean, not some pics, some pictures and some videos of what took place at the wedding. Wonderful wedding, beautiful wedding. And so Jay and I was talking, and we was like, man, let's do something and talk about, well, he wanted to talk about relationships, and I'm like, well, since you got married, let's talk about marriage. And so I brought our co-host in here today, my dog JLove. I brought him in here, and we're gonna piggyback on the conversation that took place Friday. We're gonna talk about relationships. The topic or thought was there's nothing wrong with marriage, right? But there is something wrong with you. And I'm married, and I'm sitting beside someone who has been in the game, has been married, and what are some of the struggles you believe that we'll go ahead and inform the people about how long you've been married and everything before we jump into it that way.
All right. Married for 20 years. And then in 2022 found myself going through a separation. And so that's where my life stands right now. Not a divorce just yet, but sitting in the seat in the midst of a separation at this time.
Mm-hmm. Now, so how you were married? How long again?
20
years.
20 years. 20 years in the game. Wow, 20 years, bro.
Bring your mic up a little close to it. Let me see. Yeah, like this, so we can make sure that the people hear that.
Yeah, 20 years in the game, bro.
20 years.
20 years in the game.
What do you think is some of the main struggles nowadays in today's society in regards to marriage? Like, why do they not last the way our grandparents' marriages last? What are some of your...
Man, I think, that's a powerful question. But I think the number one thing is, communication. I think, we don't talk. Grandmama and them used to have pillow talk. And I think we've gotten away from pillow talk. I think we've gotten away from talking, period. Mm-hmm. When we've gone to having children. Mm-hmm. Now, when my grandmother and them was having children, still they were committed to each other.
Yeah.
And now when we go to having children, now our spouse becomes the back burner. And in our vows, we said forsaking all others.
Wow.
That means the children too, by the way. When we say forsaking all others, that means the children too. Is that right, Safe Money?
Hey, that's what it says.
It says forsaking all others. So that means we're going to forsake the children too at some point for our spouse. I think that's what it is, bro. I think we forget that, we still married and we have a tendency to lack our spouse, allow our spouse to go lacking for the sake of our children.
Man, hey, that is, etymology is the study of words.
Yeah,
it's the study and the awareness of words. And so when you read, a lot of times things that we see, we read, we really don't pay any attention to the words that have, that are on the paper concerning that thing.
Yeah.
Forsaking all others.
All others, bro.
And I remember a female saying to me, G, that the kids didn't ask to come here. This is something that we did. So how can I forsake them? And it was an old man that said, because when they get 16, 15 years old, they're gonna forsake you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And that's for sure.
And
that's what we find ourselves now. That's what we find. They driving, they hanging out with their friends.
Right.
They doing their own thing.
Right.
I'm over at my house lonely by myself.
Right.
She working 2 jobs.
Right.
She working.
Right.
Bypassing everybody, bypassing
wow.
each other. And that's what it is now. Everybody just bypassing.
Yeah. Wow.
Everybody just bypassing, bro. And at the end of the day, that's where that came from. That's where it came, forsaking all others. We forsook everybody. We forsook each other for the sake of our kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when we could no longer do that, we could no longer be in the same space.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's deep.
Yeah.
That's deep.
Yeah.
So, some of my views on the reason why marriages struggle in today's society, I just perceive that it has a lot to do with social media. It has a lot to do with these different reality shows.
Absolutely.
These reality shows and these Netflix, these like Love is Blind, these dating games, and just the way. Look, we're gonna go to a quick commercial and we'll be right back.
Y'all can chase the tail. Pick so precise, it's like we're reading it in braille. Stacking all this money, there's no way that we can fail. The stats never.
All right, Save Money, we back. Yeah, like I said before the break, man, we in a time where social media is big. These Pop the Balloon, you seen Pop the Balloon on YouTube?
Yeah,
you ever see? You got all these little different dating games, and these social media with everybody showing their lifestyle and what they're broadcasting. It all looks good, but we don't know everything that's taking place behind the scene and what's actually going on.
Right.
And so it's funny to me because when it comes to marriages, they only know or see the glory side, and that's what we do. What go on between us, go on between us. You know what I'm saying? So we keep that on the hush hush on the inside with us, but we communicate and we work those things out.
Yeah,
that's important. Like, there's no way that we're gonna be walking around here in the same proximity and we're distant. That's no way.
Yeah.
So I like what you said earlier, that communication is the main problem in regards to relationship. Yeah. I firmly believe that, but then I also believe that a lot of our problems have everything to do. You have some women and some men, their problem is they're worried about how they are viewed and their relationship is viewed before others.
Absolutely.
Everybody want to be the Jay-Z and Beyonce power couple.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Nigga, just if you James and Florida Evans.
Yeah. For sure.
You can find some good time in the midst of some hard times.
Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's not about how we look before couples, before people, before the world, right?
Absolutely.
It's all about how good we're able to work together.
Right.
right? There is a verse in the Bible that says how good and how blessed it is for men to dwell together in unity. And it wasn't just talking about men coming together, join that too. You can find that in there, but it's talking about men and women.
Yeah.
Blessed how good it is for men and women to be joined together in unity.
Yeah.
It's a blessed thing. It's a good thing. It's a prosperous thing.
Yeah.
Whenever you're able to come together in unity and not just forsaking others, but then also at the same time forsaking your own desires.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and now I will say this. When I say forsaking your desires, I'm not saying you give up on your dreams. I'm not saying that.
Right.
But I'm not going to, whatever it takes for the team to win, I'm willing to forsake that.
Right. Oh yeah. Absolutely. That's good.
And so why you think in today's society, communication, of course, but what are some of the other? 20 years of being married.
And another thing, Led, I wanted to share was
talk your talk.
Another thing was we have a tendency, all of us have friends, and all of us, have, like I said, all of us have friends, but it's those single friends that get in our ear.
Single friends.
It's amazing how we let somebody that ain't got nobody. It's amazing, Led. It's amazing. It is amazing how we let those people become our influence.
Damn.
It's amazing, bruh. It's amazing. You ain't got nobody, but you gonna give me relationship advice? I listen to it.
Hey.
I'm just trying to keep it real, y'all.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with having, a single friend, because right now with the season that you're in, you're somewhat single.
Yeah.
Right. But you still my friend. We still kick it. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm talking about in a marriage context.
But
in a marriage context, there's no reason for me in a marriage context to be listening to somebody that don't have a covenant.
Yeah.
Because marriage is a covenant.
That's what it is.
It's a covenant.
That's what it is.
It's a covenant, bro. It ain't just something, I went and got done. It's a covenant. It's a covenant.
So the reason why, if you're married or in a relationship, period, and your relationship is kind of, on the in and out, like Kyrie on the fast break.
Yeah.
It's shaky.
Yeah.
Is if you have some single friends and they in your ear encouraging you, and you actually like my man said, taking heed to it, it's not gonna work. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Girl, I wouldn't do that.
Right.
Bro, I wouldn't take that.
Right.
Of course you wouldn't.
Right.
You ain't got nobody to take it from.
Right. You single. You single.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah. You don't have no commitment. If you're not committed, then of course I'm not gonna take that from you.
Right.
I'm not gonna accept that, because we're not. It's no commitment.
Yeah.
It's just an exchange.
It's just an exchange.
It's an exchange of goods.
I like that. I like that, bro. Just an exchange of goods.
It's just an exchange of goods.
I like that.
Are we gonna be committed? Are we gonna be in a relationship, or is it just an exchange of goods? If it's just an exchange of goods, then you don't have to take nothing off of me. I don't have to take nothing off you.
Right.
One thing that I learned about single people, it's like hanging out with niggas from the hood, right? When you ain't from the hood. Like I'm not from the hood. Dad and mom, they worked hard to keep us out. But what's so interesting was when I was coming up, I wasn't from the hood, but I always wanted to go hang out with my cousins in the hood. Right. It seems as if everybody in the hood was having a lot of fun, but the truth of the matter is there was a lot of shit going on in the hood that I was so glad that I really wasn't a part of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some of them in the hood, they didn't know when they was going to eat.
Right.
They didn't have fresh water. They didn't have good clothes.
Yeah.
It was a lot of hand-me-downs. It was a lot of, inconsistencies, a lot of things going on. They had no one to watch over them because everybody out moving, doing their own thing, so they could stay out all kinds of the night. Half of the time, aunties didn't even know where we were because we was out.
Right.
But that's what went on in the hood. You come to my parents' house, you got a curfew. Everybody gonna know where you at and what's going on.
Yes, sir.
And so, I'm trying to get to the hood because I want to live that lifestyle. But so I thought.
Yeah.
But they were eager to get to where I was because they enjoyed my lifestyle because they actually understood what the hood was about.
Right.
And that's the thing when you hanging around and listening to folk that are single. The truth of the matter is they actually want to be in a relationship similar to yours or even better.
Right.
And if they could swap places with you, I don't care what issue you and your man or you and your girl got going on. If the folk you running around talking to about your relationship, if they could swap places with you, when they did, you'll never get your slot back.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
Yeah, it was always trying to make the hood look like it was the place to be. But yet fighting to get out.
Fighting to get out.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't want to be there.
Yeah.
You don't want to be there, but you don't want to help me to get out. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
So
it's crazy.
So there's some therapists that suggest that of course marriage is a sacred covenant, like you said. And this covenant is designed by God and God only. Yet many marriages today are facing imminent struggles with rising divorce rates and relational challenges. It's important to understand why marriages are struggling in today's society. We talked about, social media, single friends and everything, but some therapists got together and evidently, man, you might need to start doing some therapy session because you already talking about everything. The number one problem or issue with a lot of relationships and marriages had everything to do with the undermining of commitment.
Wow. That's good.
And so I pulled up a scripture from the King James book, from Matthew 19:4-6, and the scripture says, he replied, "Have you never read that he who created them from the beginning made them all female and male and female, and said, for this reason man shall leave his father and mother and shall be joined inseparably to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh. So they are no longer two, but one flesh. Therefore, what God has joined together, let no one separate."
Yeah.
And so the article was just talking about how commitment, there's no loyalty, there's no commitment. And I'm about to be funny. This is a little sarcastic. I love LeBron, and I'm not saying he's the start of it, but LeBron showed us that you ain't got to be committed to one team. You can be committed to many and still win.
I like it.
Bro, I appreciate it. Bro, had I known that, I'd probably still be out here running the field.
That's wild.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what he's showing. Yeah. And that's what someone was saying. Like, we know people been cheating and sneaking and geeking for years, way before LeBron. You know what I'm saying? But it was just a good observation because we know he left Cleveland. They were burning his jersey, went to Miami. Yes, then he came back yes, and sir. They accepted him.
Yes, sir.
Sound like a female to me.
Yes, sir. Arms wide open, Led. Arms wide open. Come on back home. Come on back home.
Yeah. No, you gonna take me back, girl.
Take me back. Take me back.
So what you commitment? How why isn't?
It's funny you say that though, Led, because just today, and I'm gonna talk from just today. And I want you to read this and You tell me what it says.
Save Money, what's up?
I sent this today. Because I'm still committed. Read that bottom text, nigga.
Wow.
I sent that just today.
I read it.
Didn't even know this conversation was going, how this conversation was going to go tonight.
Commitment.
But just today, because I'm still
committed. Wow. Why you think commitment is not a priority to many?
Man, I think, man, from a man's standpoint, man, I think we're scared of it, man.
Okay.
I think men, once, and I'll take my situation.
Okay.
Once we've been let go of, once we've, the situation, when we think that the situation have been dissolved, so I think a lot of men just say, okay, forget it.
Yeah.
And, we walk away.
Yeah.
Well, she don't want me, blah, blah, blah. I'll go on to the next.
Right.
But when you're committed to something, when you take the covenant of marriage seriously, even until the decree is signed,
right,
you'll stay in it. Even until it's over, you'll stay in it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so that message that you read tonight, I sent it today.
Yeah, I saw it.
Because I'm still in it. I'm still in it to try to win it.
Hey, brother.
20 years.
Yeah.
That's half of my lifetime that I put into that. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't go into it for it to fail.
Right.
And I don't think many people go into marriage for marriage to fail. Some of us go into it with the wrong intentions. Right. But I don't think we go into it with the intentions of it to fail.
But don't you think whenever you go into it with the wrong intentions, you're pretty much set up for failure?
Yeah, you set up to fail.
Yeah,
you set up to fail.
I mean, if you going into it, for the sake of, man, I don't want her to testify against me. They said attorney said if I can get her, if I marry her, she can't testify against me. And so you make a move,
man, I look at it. Look at Judge Mathis, man. 39 years. 39. And they talking about divorce at 39. Bruh, that's tough.
Yeah, that is tough. I mean, I feel like once you reach a certain level, or you all have been married for a certain length of time, really it's like, man, y'all have basically went through it all.
So
right?
You
like
thought.
yeah.
So you thought.
Yeah, so you thought. So you thought. So you thought. So you thought.
Yeah. 39 years, man, and now she's saying that's tough.
That is.
I thought my 20 was tough.
So where is commitment? How do you value commitment now? I mean, especially going through what you're going through. How do you value or see commitment now through your eyes now? Is it a priority, or is it like, man, this shit ain't even worth it, or like you?
Man, I still value it, man. I still value it.
Right.
Even though you go out, and you do your thing, or she do her thing, and you may start seeing other people, but in the back of your mind, man, you still should be committed.
This is deep.
Still should be committed.
I don't know if y'all are. Hey, listen.
Hey, you still should
he
be
talking
committed.
that talk over here.
Hey, you still should
Committed to. See, this is the reason why some of you in these marriages and in these relationships, these toxic relationships, this is the reason why you all keep producing kids that snitch. Because there's no commitment.
Yep.
You ain't committed to her. She ain't committed to you. Y'all ain't committed to one another. Hell, you ain't even committed to yourselves.
Yeah. Yeah. And the cycle keep going. And then your kids grow up. And they ain't committed to nothing and nobody.
But themselves.
And they get into relationships. They ain't committed.
Right. Right.
Get on a job and they ain't committed.
Right. You know, my daddy said you can always tell how committed a person would be to you based upon how long, according to how long he or she has been on the job.
Wow. Wow.
He said,
wow.
He said, listen, he said, gee, because, you know, especially if they live out living on their own.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or even if they staying with someone, their roommate or whatever, they have bills. If them bills are always behind, there's a lack of commitment somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you want that, but you ain't doing the things that are necessary for you to keep that.
Yeah.
That's a commitment.
Yeah.
Right? You know you committed to pay this a month, but you're going to go out and hang out with your homegirls and your homeboy and you're going to blow $400, $500 and know you need to pay this at this
commitment.
time. You're not committed.
No commitment.
You're not committed.
Yeah.
You're not committed.
Yeah.
And there's little things like that.
Yeah.
And you know, those are some of the things that he's told me and shared with me. There's a lot of shit in and shared with me. And it's like, you hear it and it's funny. You don't want to look at it that way because you're like, nah, it ain't that. But it's just that it's that small. And they're the small things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Like, I knew if I could, I got one, it was during the pandemic. I went every day and ran 5 miles. I said I was going to run 5 miles every day for a week. Got up every morning, ran 5 miles. Day 1 did it. G was good.
Yeah.
Day 2 did it. It was all right. Day 3, I was like, nah, I don't know if I. And there was no one to hold me accountable.
Mm-hmm.
There was no one to hold me accountable.
Yeah.
I pushed myself. I did it.
Yeah.
Felt good and hurt at the same time. Day 4, I really had to fight with myself. Day 4.
Yeah.
But I went ahead and pushed through, and I finally did it for the whole week. And you know, I found it very important to be committed to your own, like that bar that you set that no one else know. Absolutely. Like it's one thing, like we'll do certain shit because other people know, and I'm gonna do it because I want them to know that I did it, or I told them I was gonna do it, so I'm gonna do it. But I feel like the real commitment starts with you.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Being committed to yourself with your word.
Without a doubt.
That's where the real commitment starts.
Without a doubt.
If you're gonna sit here and start out and say, you know what I'm saying, for this week I'm going to the gym 3 times or 4 times, whatever the case may be. And you go that way. It's easy to go that first time. You'll go that first time. Mm-hmm. I know you'll go that first time.
Yeah.
But man, that second, that third, the second, you'll go that second time. I can give it to you twice. But man, day 3, day 4.
Yeah.
Man.
And don't let the weather change.
Don't let the weather change.
Don't let the weather change. Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yeah, but we just got to make sure we are committed to something. Yeah, we got to make sure we're committed to something because, you know, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything.
Exactly.
You know, and so we just got to make sure we're committed. And especially in our relationships, especially going back to our topic tonight, especially in our relationships, we got to make sure we're committed. We're committed.
I feel like in the back, like there are a lot of things like so the scripture says what God has joined together, let no one separate. And that's even me.
Yeah.
I can be that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
That, you know, some of us are just sabotaging our own relationship because
Absolutely.
we just want what we want.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's for sure.
And you know, I say this, I saw, and I'm have the Lord, somebody reel me back in, but I saw, it was not an article, but a statement on Twitter where someone said, man, what happened to the days where, you know, men, kings and all that, they had more than one wives, they had all these wives and concubines, like, what went on? Like, how did that go away? You know what I'm saying? What did the government do to get rid of that? Like, that's what we need. You know, that'll probably.
Nah, that ain't what I need. Lad. I don't need that. Hey, one was enough to handle, bro.
But you know what I found out, man? I found out that, like, even in, you know, you go to the Bible and all that during that time, man, the reason why these men had all these wives and these concubines is because they had so much property.
Yeah.
They had all this land.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so what they would do is they would go, and so like my wife, daddy, right, Mr. Johnson, was I'm gonna go see. He had nothing but 6 girls.
Wow.
So I'm gonna pull up to the plantation.
Pray for Mr. Johnson, y'all.
I'm pulling up to the plantation. I'm pulling up to the yard, and I want one of the gals.
Yeah, yeah.
If not all of them,
Yeah.
because I got a lot of field.
Yeah,
I got a lot of things I got to do over here.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna go after the litter that I'm going after, the women that I'm going after. I know that, okay, Mr. Johnson, he's a hard worker. My mother in there, she's a hard worker. Mm-hmm. They know how to work together. They're beautiful. They know how to work together. You have one, she does hair. You have one, she design clothes. You got another, she cooks. You got another, she's a handmaid. She cleans and everything. Look, okay, so I'm gonna take this one right now off your hands. Mm-hmm. Here go 15 shekels of gold. Yeah, I'm gonna take this one off your hand because she's old enough.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna take the other one too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take both of them. And they were doing it also because they didn't have to. It wasn't a whole lot of wear and tear. Mm-hmm. So you could have 2 kids from her, 2 kids from her. Mm-hmm. You take that off the table, those options off the table. You got to have about 15, 16 kids with one woman. You applying a lot of pressure to that mule.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And so that's the reason why it was like that. It wasn't. A lot of people think it was like that because, oh man, they pimping. No, they trying to take care of that land.
Yeah.
They trying to grow that land.
Yeah.
They making money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why Louis Farrakhan always said, and I take that to consideration. He says every household, every family, there's $1 million. There's no reason why your household should not be rich.
Wow. Wow.
I have a gift. She has a gift. My children have a gift. Mm-hmm. We find that gift. We manufacture that. Mm-hmm. We don't send you off to college to go and be in debt to learn how to do something that's already placed in you. Being confident is everything. Mm-hmm. A good work shall perform it
until the day.
It's already in you. Mm-hmm. We nurture that. Mm-hmm. Her mother nurtured that. I nurture that gift. Mm-hmm. Now I send you off over here and someone else show you how to do it. And the truth of the matter is, all they're going to go over there and do is try to dim your gift.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
That's I found that out because I was one of the ones that was like, man, it'd been nice to have about, that's a lot of cat in the house to cut off. That's a lot of cat in the house to cut off.
Yes, sir.
So communication is one. The main. Commitment is the number one thing. Yeah. In our today's society, the idea of commitment is often undervalued. The culture narrative has shifted towards instant gratification and convenience, which can undermine the steadfast commitment required in a marriage. Marriage, as God designed it is a lifelong, my man said, lifelong covenant. But many enter into it with the mindset of if it works, or rather than till death do us part.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. If it works.
If it works.
If it works.
And that's what we said earlier.
Yeah.
Why you going into something and you already don't even believe it's gonna work.
Yeah.
You setting yourself up.
Absolutely. I don't know why. I don't even know why you would go into it with an if mindset. I don't even know why you would go on a job and say if it works out.
If it work out. If you
already lost the battle.
Right. There's a possibility.
Yeah.
And you're banking on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why, it's interesting because I know I was messing with this particular young lady at one point in time, and
save money.
I knew it wasn't gonna work out, and I wasn't making any promises. I just knew it wasn't. I knew it wasn't.
Yeah.
And I wasn't trying. I didn't do anything to hurt it, but I wasn't making the steps or taking the steps I needed to take in order for it to survive,
right,
or live.
Right.
That's better. I say to live.
Yeah.
So I didn't care. Yeah. So things took its course, and the minute we stopped talking, I was with my wife.
Yeah.
And then not too long after that, we were married.
Yeah.
And we'll be back after this commercial.
For me, y'all can chase the tail. Pick so precise, it's like we're reading it in braille. Stacking all this money, there's no way that we can fail. The stats.
I save money. We back. So yeah, like I said, G, I was, I knew it wasn't gonna work out. So as soon as it was over, I was with Jessica, and next thing you know, I'm getting married, and you hear through the whisper, the chattering, the chatty patties, they out running their damn mouth. They don't even know what was going on. Yeah. But they swore up and down the whole time that I was messing with Jessica.
Yeah.
They thought I was with my wife the entire time.
Yeah.
It was like, how in the world you get with her and in this amount of time and you married?
Yeah. Couldn't understand it.
Yeah, it wasn't for them to understand.
Yeah, it wasn't for them to understand.
It wasn't for them to understand.
My story kind of happened quick like that too, Led. Because I moved. I was in a relationship before I left South Carolina. I moved to North Carolina in August of 2001. Left South Carolina August 2001. I met my wife in December 2001. I proposed in February of 2002. We were married in April of 2003. And so...
yeah, it looked fishy.
It looked fishy.
Real fishy.
Yeah, it looked fishy.
But see, that's the thing. My daddy always told me this, and I had to share this with my girls. I'm a girl dad. Women, they decide who they gonna have sex with, who they gonna sleep with, who they gonna give it up to.
Mm-hmm.
But men, we decide and determine who we gonna marry.
Right.
There's a drastic difference.
Yeah, there's a difference. That's a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can tee that thing up, sit it on little teacup.
Yeah.
He come knock that thing off with the,
yeah. That's a big difference.
But he gonna make a decision, and he's gonna make a
who gonna get my name?
Right. He's gonna make a wise, heartful decision.
Yeah.
Right. A man is gonna choose someone that is gonna be committed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Down for him.
Yeah.
Because a man that decides to marry a woman, when you take that initiative to propose and inquire a woman to be with you forever,
Yeah.
man, that's a man that has made up his mind on what he's going to do.
Yeah.
I don't go shopping just to walk around. My nigga, I already know what I want when I go.
Yeah.
And I'm not.
You got to have some idea. Or you got to at least have some idea, Led. I already got some kind of idea. Now I know I got a gray suit at the house. So, I know I want what kind of shirt.
For sure.
What kind of time.
For sure.
Yeah, I got a picture in my head.
For sure. It don't take women will go and I'm not saying they don't have anything on their mind. They have something on their mind, but they'll sit there and they'll buy something totally different and opposite of what they really went there for initially.
Yeah. Not us though.
No. I'm not.
We already got a picture in our head.
I'm not wasting my money on it.
Yeah.
I'm not wasting So in today's society, I read an article in Orlando where a journalist went around and talked to a number of women and found out in 2020, this happened in May, found out in 2024 that there are at least 73% of the married women walk around with a plan B, meaning if it doesn't work, they have like an ex or a friend that has always been around that they gonna try out next.
Wow.
It's out there. You check it out.
Wow.
Check it out.
Wow. We go in blindsided.
You go in blindsided.
Wow.
Interesting. We go in blindsided.
Interesting.
Interesting. They
guard down, just blindsided.
Yeah, because women already anticipate and expect for a man to step out, because majority of the time they've dealt with a nigga that's already done. But women don't understand that. If a man steps out, it doesn't always necessarily have anything to do with them per se.
Yeah.
That was him.
Yeah.
That was him.
Yeah.
It doesn't always have to do.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be you if you've done something wrong. It could just be. It could just be him.
Yeah.
But I think on the back end, now you got some hoish women out there. They just they gonna be out there and they gonna thought off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But a good woman.
Goma.
Shout out to my Gomas out there. I love you too. We love you too.
Goma.
We love the Gomas of the world.
Yeah.
You need them. You need them.
Yeah.
They're a good place of
Hosea
refuge.
went back and got her time and time again. I applaud Hosea. Come on, applaud the Hoseas. Yes, sir.
Applaud the Hoseas.
Yeah, applaud the Hoseas.
We applaud the Hoseas.
Yeah.
We applaud the Hoseas.
Yeah.
Though I can't
Hosea went back and got her.
I can't, man. I can't.
What you doing?
I can't see me going back.
Huh?
I can't see me going back. I can't see me.
That's the commitment, though, lad.
I can't see me going back.
That's the commitment, though.
No, I'm talking about just being with a prostitute, period.
But he married her, though.
Oh, you talking about marrying a prostitute?
Yeah, he married her.
Oh man, I wouldn't. I would not. That's
he was told to marry her.
Yeah, well, I've been told to do a lot of things. I can't marry no prostitute. I can't. I can't. Now I believe I'm committed. I believe in commitment, but I didn't marry a prostitute.
Right.
Yeah, so I don't have to deal with those problems.
But what if he told you? What if he hadn't told you to, though, lad?
If I've been told to marry a prostitute, I mean, now there's something on the other side. I know that there was a reward on the other side.
Yeah.
So I could do it.
Yeah.
I could do it.
Yeah.
I could do
Shout
it.
out to the Joseas.
Yeah.
Went back and got
I
your
don't.
whore.
Yeah, if you now you looking at it from the perspective of a pimp, I'm gonna go back and get my bottom. Now I understand.
Yes, sir.
See,
Yes,
I get
sir.
it now. I can look
Yeah,
at it that. Yeah. I'm coming back for you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're not gonna take my bottom.
Yeah.
I'm coming for her.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Go. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Hosea went back and got her.
Is she in there?
Yeah.
Tell her to come on out. I'm
Huh?
here. I'm here to get off.
Yeah.
Tell her wash it up. I'm outside. Don't take too long. Not that steak off. I'm outside waiting.
I'm in the car waiting
Yeah,
on you.
yeah.
I'm in the waiting in the car.
You didn't think I was gonna find you, did you? I smell that hot cop from here, girl. Hurry up and get out of there.
We going to the house. Yes, sir. We going to the house.
If I'm ordered, if I've been instructed to be the overseer of this whore, this prostitute, ordered by God, yeah, it's a reward. I'm taking that.
Yes, sir. We're going back to the house.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. We're going back to the house. Yes, sir.
And yeah, he was committed.
Yeah, he was committed, bro.
He was definitely committed.
He was committed, bro.
But I think it was more to it than just commitment with Goma though.
What you think?
Man, Goma?
Share your thoughts, bro.
Goma?
Yeah, Goma. Goma. Nasty Goma.
That's what I'm saying. It was I don't know how.
And bro, here's the thing though, bro. He's the man of God.
Well, first of all, he wasn't raised up in an environment such as Goma.
Yeah.
He wasn't raised up there.
Right.
So the experience that he encountered while with Goma was different from being with Sister Aline from from the choir. From the choir.
She was looking too though.
Yeah.
Sister Eileen was looking too.
She was looking too.
Yeah.
But he already, you know what I'm saying, that was different.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was different.
Yeah.
You know, every man that sit here and say, and we do, when it's time to marry, we're looking to bring someone to the house, to meet our parents, to be a part of the family. We're wanting to be with somebody that's wholesome and presentable.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, when we leave from our respected elders and their supervision, we want to be with a Goma.
Yeah. Yeah. So we think.
so to Goma show up? To go you
till she show up.
Till she show up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Because you got to pay for the experience.
Yes, sir. Yes,
you know what I'm saying? You're going to pay for it in a numerous of ways, too.
Absolutely.
You're going to pay for it out there, man.
Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
So be careful. You know, I know, and we've all heard the same cliche, man. I want a lady in the street and a freak in the bed.
Yeah.
Well, everybody else want that freak.
Yeah, but that come with a price.
It come with a price.
It come with a price.
It come with a price.
Yeah.
It come with a price, man.
Yeah, you gonna pay for that safe money.
You go.
Yeah.
So according to the culture, they believe the study. When it comes to relationship and marriages, they believe that, you know, the culture is the influence.
Yeah.
The world is the influence. And the world promotes a disposable mentality where if something is broken, you replace it rather than repair it. And that's the problem with
that's good.
Yeah, that's what goes on in relationships, right?
Yeah.
I'll be the first one to admit I replace it. I ghost. I get ghost. I'm in a relationship, and it would always start off as, no, we just gonna be friends. I'm like, cool. Like I've always been pushed in the friend corner, the friend zone.
Yeah.
And I was never upset with it because that was really the position I was playing.
Yeah.
You know. And so I get pushed in this friend zone. The friend call, we can't do that because we friends.
Yeah.
Oh no, you can't spend the night because we friends. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so when that relationship or whatever she's going through doesn't work, then all of a sudden I'm in there. So that's why I understand that 73% of married women are like, you know, I got a plan B.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I've always been the plan B.
Yeah.
You know, and so.
Man, it's funny you say that, lad. Though. Man,
Go ahead.
bring me to, man, like one of my favorite humans, and he just happens to be a preacher.
Okay.
But he's one of my favorite humans, Pastor Jamal Harrison Bryant.
Okay.
Just one of my favorite humans. Okay. I think he's great guy. I think he's haven't met him personally. I've sat in the same room with him before, but I think he's just an overall great guy.
Right.
And when you're talking about replacing, I think he's a great example, especially when it comes to relationships, man. He recently announced that he's going to marry Pastor Kerry Turner. But when you look at it, Pastor Kerry is a replacement for his ex-wife, Giselle.
Okay.
Whether she realized that or not, she just a replacement. She looks just like Giselle.
Okay.
She has features just like Giselle.
Okay.
She's just a replacement.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's funny because we all have a type.
Yeah, yeah.
We all have a type. And
yeah, his type, tall, skinny, light skin.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that hair, that's pleasing.
Mm-hmm.
That's pleasing to my boy, even though he's an alpha, but he's he not an alpha, but he's a Kappa. I'm not surprised. Yeah, he's a Kappa, but he's still one of my favorite humans.
Yeah.
You know, he just but that's his type, that tall, light skin, that hair, that fancy hairstyle, you know, that's what he likes. But if you look at Pastor Kerry, you look at Giselle, that's his type.
And so it seems as if whatever they had going on, she wasn't willing to repair it. She was more so ready to replace it.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's evident because what he did, he didn't have a problem with her.
Right.
Because if so, he wouldn't have never went out and found something similar to her.
Exactly.
Yeah. And so
Pastor Kerry just happened to be the replacement.
She's just another model.
Yeah.
Same car, just another model.
Just another model.
Same brand, just another model.
Just another model. Yep.
And you know, I think that the reason why a lot of times when relationships find themselves in dark places, the reason why it's so easy to replace it versus repair it is because repairing has everything to do with getting an understanding of the problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you're the one that caused that problem,
yeah, then and he was.
Yeah, if you're the one that caused the problem, you don't want to address it.
Yeah.
Because you know that this is all on you, dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is all on you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And sometimes I believe not only is it difficult to face the problem, but a lot of times you'll be surprised how many women are just secretly ready to bounce.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're just looking for something.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, looking for something. Yeah. And to me, that's the reason why when something happens and someone leaves, is just automatically over. Just it's the first offense. Mm-hmm. You know, when it cut like in the street, someone get caught with something or get in trouble. You like, man, he got 20 years on first offense.
Right. Yeah.
That don't make no sense. He ain't never done nothing.
Right.
And they were looking for, they were ready to make an example out of someone. There was somebody that did something that got away, and they were just like, you know what, the next person we gonna throw the book at.
Yeah, we're gonna make an example. Yeah.
That's what goes on in a lot of relationships, ladies. Yeah. If I'm lying, then comment, say something, and let me know. But I know I am standing on the truth right here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Anytime, because a man is the same way. I know this, and we're not that much different, men and women. We like to say we are the difference, but man, we're a lot the same.
Yeah.
We are a lot of the same.
For sure.
Hell, they came from the real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We them and they us.
Exactly.
You know, so
exactly.
So I know this, dealing with a chick, man, it was all sexual, I'll be honest. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I was trying to let it go. I was looking for something to happen.
Yeah. It wasn't there.
It wasn't there.
Yeah,
but the minute something happened,
yeah,
it was all about she pocket dialed me. She pocket dialed me. I remember exactly what she pocket dialed me. And I heard her talking to a nigga, and it was a brother.
Yeah.
But I took it to the extreme because I was just I was ready to go.
Yeah.
It was something else I was trying to get to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something
like that,
something
bro.
that small.
Yeah.
Something that small. So so whatever relationship you're in, understand that it's easy to replace it. But sometimes it's just good to just go along with the devil that you know, then versus going to go meet somebody else and starting all over again. Unless he's beating you.
Yeah.
Unless she just toxic as hell.
I ain't gonna tell you stay in that. I ain't gonna tell you
then
stay
you
in
move
that.
on.
Yeah.
This kind of mindset can seep into marriages, making it easier to consider divorce as an option rather than working through difficult times. We talked about fear of commitment earlier, and they mentioned the fear of commitment in their article, talking about how in today's society, the values in a society that values personal freedom and independence, the idea of lifelong commitment can be intimidating.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
People fear losing their autonomy and therefore may hesitate to fully invest in their marriage. That's tough.
Yeah.
So a biblical principle in regards to it is to renew your commitment. Marriage requires perseverance, selflessness, and a firm commitment to the covenant we made before God. When challenges arise, we must be willing to fight for our marriage rather than to give up.
Yeah. And that's the thing, man. That's another thing, man. When you are really committed, when you're really committed, and I'm not just in relationships, but when you're committed to something, you got to be willing to fight for it.
True.
Got to be willing to fight for it.
True.
Nothing comes easy.
Nothing.
And so whatever it is, you got to be willing to fight for it, man, because it's just not going to happen by, my mama said it won't happen by happenstance.
That's what, hey.
You just got to be, it's some things you got to be willing to fight for.
Habakkuk said.
How bad do you want it?
Habakkuk said, then the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain on tablets, that he may run that reads it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it will speak, and it will not lie. Though it tarries, wait for it.
Wait for it.
Because it will surely come. It will not tarry. That basically what you're saying.
How bad do you want it?
Keep fighting.
That's what. How bad do you want it?
Keep dreaming.
Yeah. How bad do you want it?
How bad do you want it?
Yeah.
How bad do you want it?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I believe everybody should, you should find your partner, find someone you're willing to fight for, and they willing to fight for you at all costs.
Yeah. How bad do you want it, Safe Money?
How bad you want it? How bad do you want these 2 picks we get ready to give out?
Wow.
Huh? How bad you want it?
How bad
you want that parlay we get ready to give out today? I tell you what, if you want that parlay, if you really want it bad, you can DM us on Instagram, safe_money365, Facebook, Safe Money 365, TikTok, Safe $365, and you'll pay $20 for a few parlays. If it don't hit, we'll reimburse you. It's just that simple. Look, when we come back, we'll be handing out our 2 free picks for today. Man, listen, I want to take the time out to thank my co-host, JLove. Man, appreciate you coming through, dog.
Jay, man, it's been an honor to be here, man. It's been an honor to be here, man.
Look, man, listen,
honor.
Everybody, if you're inquiring and contemplating, thinking about getting married, or you're in a relationship, understand this. There's nothing wrong with marriage.
Nothing wrong with it.
But there is something wrong with you.
Absolutely.
Safe Money. We'll be back with our 2 picks. Peace.
Let the safe open up.